All right, Shalom. This is Howard One Banyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Today's lesson or topic is going to be titled Captive Daughter of Zion. All right. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. All right. So, now what inspired me to do this lesson is this picture, right? Well, actually, this video. I'm going to show you the video right here. All right. Captive daughter of Zion, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. Now, this is from a parade over in Italy. It says Italy prays for African Americans uh, and built a statue of liberty depicting struggle in America. So it's a bunch of confusion, but we kind of get the sentiment, the point that they was trying to make, basically of us being oppressed here, and basically trying to couple it with Americans being oppressed also. All right, but really it's about us, man. Now they like to focus on Judah, the so-called Negroes being captive here and being oppressed, but it's really about all of Israel, a portion of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans still being oppressed here and abroad by the hammer, America, also known as Babylon. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can play a clip. Now, since I'm live, I may go back and forth because the volume cuts off from time to time. So let's see what's happening. Let me see. I'm gonna go here real quick, share this tab, check the volume. Whoop, lost volume. 1 second. All right, so I'm gonna play this clip real quick. As you can see, they had some type of celebration, carnival, which is probably some pagan bullshit. Um, and during their parades, they like to put in some type of political statement, like art. So they got a woman, so-called black woman, a Judite woman, in chains and in a prison outfit as a covering, and got the Statue of Liberty, the sun, whatever, on her head. So this is from a float in Italy via Reggio. All right, Carnival Parade. Now, can I show this one too? Let's see. All right, got my sound. It says here, if you're referring to an image of a Statue of Liberty in chains from Italy, it's most likely a float from the Via Reggio or Reggio, whatever, carnival, where satirical, like satire, they put on clothing, satire, which goes into art, where satirical and often politically charged floats are a major feature, with the chained Statue of Liberty representing a critique of oppression or lack of freedom. All right, so they let me find out AI is racist or some shit. They want to completely bypass the point of it being a dark skinned woman. They ain't mentioned that at all. They thought it was when it said lack, was it said I was gonna say black. Let me find out they made AI racist. Um, so that's what this is. If you see it going around on TikTok, Instagram, different places, let me check my sound. All right, this is from Italy, uh, with basically political satire. All right, so Italy prays for African Americans and built the Statue of Liberty depicting struggle in America. So I want to get some precepts give a spiritual what you call that, man? Commentation or critique on this satire. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go to um, Isaiah 52. Make sure y'all can hear me. Let's go to Isaiah 52 and 1. It says, "Awake, awake, put on thy strength." All right, and what's our strength? Our strength originally is the law, statutes, and commandments, and knowing that you're an Israelite. And today, our strength is Yahweh Shai. Put on the truth, the spirit of truth. O Zion, all right, O government, or mountain of Israel. And that government today is only the elect. So not all Israel that's over here in bondage is going to wake up. 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed here. All right. So like they got pollen out here in Jacksonville, Florida. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, city of peace, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and unclean. So only the elect are going to be uh, uh, brought into the temple. All right. So 2/3 are going to be kept out of the temple, basically being destroyed out of the truth. Shake thyself from the dust. See, that way it said, loose thyself from the bands. The Lord gave us the power to break these chains, man. All right. And also go and free other captives from the bonds of spiritual slavery under Satan. All right. We're here to tear down strongholds. That's where it starts at. Strongholds of the mind. Because you can free a slave from bondage, but what if their mind is not free? That they call Stockholm syndrome. But the Lord set a foundation in place to free our minds, like on the movie Matrix, free your mind, Neo. So the Lord set it up for our mind to be free first. And then Yahweh's going to send Yahweh Shai, the one that holds the keys to hell and death, to just unlock our chains, man. That's it, and let us free. The same way the angel let Peter free, you know, broke Peter out of the out of the prison. So now it says, shake thyself from the dust, man. So shake off all this confusion and being destitute. Arise. So we have to stand up, and that goes with Ezekiel 37. You know, the valley of dry bones, a great exceeding army standing upon their feet. So we have to arise, man, and sit down. So how you gonna rise and sit down? What it means is arise and sit down upon your throne. Take your seat amongst the hopeful elect, amongst the what would be the word? Basically the council, the heavenly council. Take your seat. All right, the spiritual heavenly Sanhedrin. O Jerusalem, O Yerushalayim, city of peace, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, man. And who put those bands there? Of course, it was Yahweh. He put the bands and us into bondage because we didn't listen. But as far as humanity, the nation that put the bands upon our neck is Esau, and Esau goes back to the Romans and the Greeks, the Caucasian race. All right, so they put bands upon our neck spiritually and physically. O captive daughter of Zion. See, we're in captivity. All right, we're in captivity today. Captive daughter of Zion. So when I see this picture, it makes me think about the captive daughter of Zion. All right, us being here captive and in chains, you know, and also our people being spiritually confused in this place is a form of bondage. But now I want to get this real quick. Let me get this. It says here. Let me get Second Chronicles. Second Chronicles 7 and 14. It says here, Second Chronicles 7 and 14. If my people, which are called by my name, so meaning he called us Israelites, he called us his people, right? It's deep. Now, matter of fact, I want to get something else too. Oh, yeah. No, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, meaning the Israelites have to humble themselves, and the only one that's going to humble themselves are the elect, 144,000 and the small multitude of Israel, a portion, a remnant, and pray. So, and we have to pray to the Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, meaning in the name of Yahweh Shai. All right, go through the proper channels to get to our power, Yahweh, and seek my face. By seeking His face, you're seeking the truth. You're seeking Yahweh Shai. That's seeking Yahweh's face, and turn from their wicked ways, man. So that goes into what? Repenting. So we have to repent. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land, man. All right. So we can be healed from this current situation. Um, Damn, I got so many scriptures going through my mind. Let's go with maybe Deuteronomy, maybe. Let's go to Deuteronomy first. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Let me see where I want to start from on this phone. Salakia. Let me go there real quick on my phone. 28. And let's start from 13. All right. And see how we ended up in this condition. How uh let's get that too. Uh, right. Wow. Hopefully I can hear this. Let me see. Sound on. Yep. This is Jeremiah 2 and 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke, man. So if you look all throughout history and you go all the way back to the Egyptian empire, the Lord has always been breaking us out of bondage, all the way from the beginning. You know, that was his introduction to us coming out of Egypt, our nativity, our birth as a nation. The first birth of a nation was when the Lord broke the yoke broke us out of bondage and burst thy bands, man. All right, and gave us power and freedom. And so the yokes make you submit, and the bands will make you powerless. So the Lord calls us to rise up and stand in strength, and also to have power, man, and freedom. And thou saidest, I will not transgress, man. So we promised the Lord that we wouldn't turn against him. When the Lord freed us out of Egypt and he gave us the commandments to Moses twice, and we said, yo, we promised we wouldn't transgress, meaning continue in sin. When upon every high hill and under every green tree, thou wanderest playing the harlot, man. So we were falling into idolatry, and the Lord always keeps forgiving us and has pity on us. All right. So we fell into idolatry. That's why we're in those chains. That's why we have become their song. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's get Job. Let me see. Let's get 30. Job 30 and 8. If you read this scripture, it's basically speaking of the Roman Empire, Edomites. the mystery of iniquity, that were braying in the bushes. They were the original cave people. 753 BC, at the establishment of the Roman Empire, the Roman Empire. Which means to be exalted. They exalted themselves and lifted up and created what's today called the Roman Empire. Later on to be called um, America, spiritual. All right. So they were braying in the bushes. They were speaking that ooga booga, just like today we speak in Babel, called English. That shows that we were conquered. It says what? To dwell in the cliffs. Let's go right here now. Verse 8. They were children of fools, man. Children of fools. That's why the Lord said that children rule over us, man. Esau is like a child, man. Childish as hell, petty, like a wicked child, evil son, like Esau. So they're children of fools, yea, children of base men, yo. Base men, even though they're high and lifted up in this society, moving in the suburbs, uh, uh, they got their, they want that segregation, and they got their hierarchy, which is the elites governing and ruling this world and oppressing us. But they're still the base people, especially by their actions and their morality, their lack of morality. That's why we call them Karens and Kens. You see them in the neighborhood, they hate you for no damn reason or for a color. Like you see them Nazis protesting. All right. So they childish. They were viler than the earth, man. So they're viler and more wicked than any beast on the damn earth. And now am I their song. Yea, I am their byword. Whew. So now they making mockery of us. They making floats and shit and satire. They singing songs about us being in slavery. Oh, beautiful full spade. Shut up, nigga. Remember that on Dave Chappelle? So, you know, and now we have become their byword, calling us black, the black community. What is another word? They call us minority. We have become their byword, their song, man. All right. Yeah, we are the oppressed. They abhor me. Say they hate us. That's oppression. With the action of it is oppression. They flee far from me, especially when they go into these neighborhoods. They try to keep our people in the ghettos, and they try to go out into the woods and the suburbs. And then you get out to their neighborhoods, you see they living lovely, riding around in golf carts and shit. At nighttime, windows open. They like, damn, my neighborhood, we got police, danger of the police, thugs, drugs, and all kind of shit. They abhor me. They flee far from me and spare not to spit in my face. Who that sound like to you? All right, that's Esau, man. Today, they abhor us and mock us, basically, man. Mockery and spit in our face, especially with their movies, slave movies, and all of that. We have become their song. All right. So let me go back to here. My bad, I ain't even switch screens, but it says here Jeremiah 2:20. It says, I will not, no, 2:20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidest, I will not transgress when upon every high hill and under every green tree. So every nation, every idol, our people was with it. Just like today. If you need to go to church, man, and manifest destiny, you'll be blessed and riches and all this. They see success there, they go there and worship it. They see some type of power there, or you know, they'll serve under those people and under their God, their idols, saying, I will not transgress when upon every high hill and under every green tree, just like Adam, thou wanderest playing the harlot. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, man. All right. noble, righteous, gave us laws and everything, and planted us in the land of Canaan, called Israel. Holy, a right seed, man, righteous. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? All right, so how did this happen? How did we end up in this condition? You know, it says, for though thou wash thee with nitrate, which is like soda water. I'm actually drinking some of that now. This shit here. Take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith Yahweh. How so if you don't go through Yahweh Shai and have that eye salve or be cleansed, meaning to be baptized, to be washed with fire, spirit, then how can our iniquity be wiped away? You know, we have to turn to Yahweh Shai. How canst thou say I am not polluted? I have not gone after Baalim, which would be like Baalium, which would be plural of idols or false gods. See see thy way in the valley, man. See your way. If you call yourself a Christian, I'm serving God, but look at your ways, look at your actions. All right. Know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing in her ways like a camel or a damn a ass traversing in her ways, man, going whichever way she want. So that's how we ended up in this condition, turning from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But he said, what? Even though we have become their song and they mock us, he said, if my people, which are called by his name, meaning he called us his children, would turn and repent and seek his face, he would turn and heal our land. All right, so let's get that real quick. This is Isaiah 11 and 11. Oh, that? Yeah, 11 and 11. Let's get that real quick. It says Isaiah 11 and 11, the restored remnant. And that this is a prophecy of Yahweh Shai in the Old Testament. All right, and it goes hand in hand with the book of Hosea. Let's check this out. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and Elam and Shinar and from Hamath and from the isles of the sea. And he shall set an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. See that we got dispersed, scattered into slavery, spoken of in Second Ezra, chapter 13. All right, we got dispersed as a nation, but they only they only focus on Judah. All right, they only focus on Judah when it comes to slavery and oppression. But let's get this real quick. Come on, Jeremiah 50 and 33. All right, see, it's bigger than Nino Brown. This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says here, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the heavenly hosts, the heavenly armies. Wow. The children of Israel and the children of Judah. So it's not just about Judah, man. All right. The children of Israel and the children of Judah, which means the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom of Israel, were oppressed together. All right. To be oppressed together, to be hated, to be under attack, to be oppressed, man, mocked, kept underfoot, casted away, and all that took them captives held them fast, man. See, that's why Italy in 2000. I think that was 21, but it's going around all over the internet in 2025. That's why they can put up a satirical float and show us still in oppression because we're still here. We haven't been delivered yet. So they found ways, which is called racism, which means a system of battle against the Israelites that was set in place since the Roman Empire. That's where racism came from to keep us captive here. All right, and held them fast. They refused to let them go. You see that? Matter of fact, like, ooh, let me get that real quick. Con. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Damn. I'm trying to find it real quick. Yeah. Con. To this day, this is Baruch. Let's get Baruch. Oh man, I gotta get the apocrypha. Let me pull up the apocrypha. I can just read it from here. This is Baruch 3:8, and it says, "Behold, we are yet this day." He said, "To this day." The weirdo boy. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity together, man. Oppressed here together. Look what they're doing to the so-called migrants. Look what they're doing to us on the streets here. Look at the system that's set up for us. Yeah, you're gonna have some that make it wealthy, some that sold out, whatever. But ultimately, we're still under oppression as a nation. But it says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where Thou hast scattered us, man." So where the Most High Yahweh has scattered us, we are yet this day. Make sure I show you. We are yet this day in our captivity. That's why they can make floats like this, because we're still here. Where Thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse. All right, it's for blame and curses. So the curses. That's what this is. This is symbolic. The chains represent the curses and oppression. Look at that. And to be subject to payments, paying taxes, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh our power. So we paying off what we did, paying off our servitude for what we did in the past. Man, now we're here paying taxes to Esau. Most High put it in Esau's heart to create a tax system, paying taxes to these devils. So now we're not only slaves, we're um, um, debt slaves too. So we are yet this day in our captivity, man. And they still make a mockery of us. Still, hey, we praying for you. No, you're not. No, you're not. All right. Let's get that real quick. 'Cause he said what? A reproach and a curse. All right. Let's get that. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. All right. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. Let's go there real quick. We're gonna bounce around. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. It says, and thou shalt become, Deuteronomy 28 and 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword. So it's like, who the hell are these people? The lost tribe? Who they lost? Look at these YNs. It's like they keep going, don't it? Now they calling Jake YNs, you know. So a byword, that's where you get the NIGG word from, and black and African and all that. everything but a child of God, among all nations whither Yahweh shall lead thee. So we became their song. Now they like, look at that oppressed nation. All right. So now, yeah, I'm gonna Deuteronomy 28. Let's go here now. I think I was at 13 earlier. So Deuteronomy 28 and 13. All right. So this is what the Lord said. If we keep his commandments, I'm gonna read it. And Yahweh shall make thee the head. See, we wouldn't have to pay taxes and all that to Esau and be over here in bondage and chains and uh, uh, uniformed as a citizen of this place, which a citizen in America is basically a slave, a servant. They had us in chains as slavery, you know, stripped us of our identity. That's what happens um, when you put a prison uniform on a prisoner or a captive. You take their identity away. Or if you go to the military and they shave your head bald and they give you a uniform, they're basically saying you have no identity here. You got to fit in. So by them putting that statue in a prison garb, that shows that our identity was taken away too. All right. So right. Here you go. Right here. Deuteronomy 28 and 12. Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the works of thy hand, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. All right. If we did right, and that's time is coming. And Yahweh shall make thee the head, meaning we'll be in a heavenly state instead of in hell right now. Esau is living out their heaven, their blessing from that Esau got, and not the tail. And thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. See, right now they're seeing us beneath. If thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh thy power, which we proved we couldn't perfectly, it's going to take Yahweh Shai to do it. Which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. All right. So now let's go into the consequences of being disobedient. Let's go all the way right here. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. That's what they seeing, man. Those chains and that oppressed state that our people are in, it is what they overtook us and we were in slavery. It's the curses, a byword and a curse and a reproach. Cursed shalt thou be in the city. All right, it was talking about our city originally, but now in this city, Babylon, the great city, we're cursed. And cursed shalt thou be in the field, man. All right, so that goes into work, bringing in income, because in the land of Judah and Israel, um, or Samaria, we had fields and the crops was growing, and the rain was coming down. So that works together, and we was a fruitful nation, and we can sell amongst the other nations. But now that goes into income. All right. So yep. So now in this place, we're still under that. That's why we're the first ones fired, last ones hired. Let me see what else I got on this Deuteronomy 28. Let's go down to 23. Deuteronomy 28:23. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, meaning that goes into famine. And the earth that is under thee shall be iron. All right. So the crops weren't growing in our land. That was the beginning of our downfall. Just like as this place is falling, the Lord is putting curses on this place, America, and it's going to cause famine here. All right. Yahweh shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. It's, damn, that's going to happen here too, man. If you look at it spiritually, in reflection of that time, America's economic crash is the same representation of everything turning into dust. Their dreams, that American dream, going to wash away like the rain and disappear like the dust. You know, from heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. Yahweh shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. See, we're still being smitten before our enemies today. And Esau about to take that final blow with martial law. Thou shalt go out one way against them, right? And flee 7 ways. That's what we got scattered before them. And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And that's why Israel can't stand together today. You know, we try to stand together. We shall overcome. That shit got scattered quick. Smite the shepherd and the sheep shall scatter. And at that time, Martin Lucifer King was an acting shepherd. So they took down our kings and cropped off the top of the young twigs and carried us into a land of traffic. That's America, business. Thy carcass shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air. That's Revelations 11. Spiritually dead, and the nations were making merry over us. You know, they were eating off of us, made resources, made um, what they call today's stock market, built off of slaves. We were the original items sold on the slave market, on the stock markets. And unto the beast of the earth, and no man shall fray them away, except for when the Lord sends his angels. He has the archangels set up. Revelation 7. Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, until we have sealed the servants of Yahweh in their foreheads. These angels are set up to fray, to chase them away, these nations. No man on earth is going to save us. But the Lord, Yahweh Shai himself, an angel from heaven, he said he should not meet thee as a man. Coming back as a glorified power, God, and with the holy angels that are set up to chase these devils away, man. All right. 27. It says here, Yahweh will smite thee with the botch of of Egypt. Same curses that were on us in Egypt, or the curses that he put on Egypt, he put them on us. With the emerods, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed. So he put us in a condition to where nobody could save us, nobody could heal us except for Yahweh Shai. That's Revelations chapter 5. No man on earth or under the earth is able to do what Yahweh Shai has done and will do. All right. Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And that's what makes you see, that's what it make you see pictures like this. We're here smitten with blindness and sadness. What it say? Let me go back. Lord will smite thee with madness. Our people are bugged out here. Blindness, they spiritually blind, groping in the dark, and astonishment of heart. All right. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in the darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, man. And we're at noonday now, the time of deliverance, and our people are still lost, leading right the blind leading the blind right into a ditch. All right. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled forevermore. So you don't see that with them is not reallys over there in our land. Netanyahu, Bibi. I watched a video today of the people over in Gaza and Palestine with flies all over their face. The babies out there, they eating, picking through rocks to try to find some little grain of food, eating mildew flour that they find, and they just feeding them flour. And they all crowded trying to get one little morsel of bread or flour, mildew flour. So that's what Esau has reduced those people down to. So is Esau oppressed? No. These signs of curses are not upon those is not reallys over there in our land. It's not upon these American Edomites that's in the government and got corporate jobs here in America and in suburbs. It says what we will be only oppressed and spoiled forevermore until the Lord delivers us. Remember, it said we were oppressed here together, and no man shall save thee. All right, so oppressed. Let's click on that. Damn, I keep thinking I shared the tab. Here you go. It says here, let's get oppressed. All right, I shock. All right, I shock, which means to defraud, wronged, deceived. See, deceiving us. Deceitful, deceitfully gotten. They deceitfully got the victory over us. Oppression, to drink up, man. Right? Violence, and that goes into covetousness. So ill-gotten gain that Esau has received. To press upon. That's when you walk through certain suburbs in America, especially here in the South, and you see Esau. They get redder and redder the more you go down deeper into Florida. You know, and to press upon. You walk through. Hey, what you doing around here, boy? Oppress. Oppress just means to hate. They basically hate us, and I think that's what Job means too. It means to be hated. Violate, defraud, do violence, get deceitfully, wrong, extort. Man, ain't that something? To be crushed. All right. So this is what they see. The corruption, the oppression that they're doing to our people. These are signs. Let's get something else. Let's go 34. It says Deuteronomy 28 and 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. Until this day, we're upset and over everything that we see. That's why you have the Black Panthers when they stood up talking about the revolution, all that, and you still got Kendrick Lamar talking about the revolution will not be televised. It's like, bro, it ain't gonna happen, man. The only revolution is coming from Yahweh Shai and the Israelites. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're still mad for the sight that we see, man. Everything we see out, the condition of our people, and the condition of your women of your nation is the condition usually of the men, all right, and the children. And a large portion of the women of our nation are in a destroyed, blind state right now. Deuteronomy 28 and 35, Yahweh shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs, man. Tripped us up. Can't stand up. Can't rise if you ain't got no knees and legs. With a sore botch that cannot be healed. From the sole of thy foot unto the top of thine head. Meaning from the lowest to the highest ranking individuals in our nation, we fell. Even King David. Yahweh shall bring thee and thy here you go, and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, who is King David, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone. So through these nations, they push their idols, which goes into Baalim or Baalim, which is idolatry or these false gods, and they cause our people to serve Cesare Borgia and dealing with crosses and wooden stone and cobblestones, and and thou shalt see. I went into the scripture earlier, con. So 37. Let's go to 43. It says the stranger, Deuteronomy 28 and 43, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. All right. So that's the head and tail. So the damn the ones I was speaking about earlier, base men that was at the bottom, Esau, when they was establishing the Roman Empire. If you look it up, watch that movie, The First King. Um, is it on Netflix or Tubi? And it tells you about 753 BC, the establishment of Roma or Rome. If you watch that movie, you'll see they was cavemen. They were braying in the bushes, staying in caves, just like in Petra, just robbing, stealing, and killing, biting each other damn face off and shit. Horrible bathing uh, habits. You know, they say in England, our people taught them how to bathe. They was like caves, man. Anyway, let me move on. The stranger that is the stranger, they strange, man, that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. And that's what they did. After King Jehoshaphat of Judah in the the 8th century BC, Edom made a deal with us, a policy, a peace, and they got chased out of Edom to the southern borders of Judah, and we kind of took care of them during the time of Jehoshaphat. But after that, they broke the covenant of peace, and we were taking care of them, man. And during the time of Nebuchadnezzar, who was right there with a torch in their hand, ready to burn us to the ground, Esau. All right. So they got up above us very high, man. And thou shalt come down very low. All right. And that's why we're in this condition today. He shall lend to thee, meaning they're going to be get the fatness of the earth to be able to uh, sell to us, um, and give portions to us like government um, services, right? They got the whole damn loaf of bread, so they know how to give you a crumb. He shall lend to thee, and that's why they call them the bankers. And thou shalt not lend to him. All right. So we work here, but we put money into a bag with holes into the bank, and they take taxes and all kind of interest, mortgage, paying bills, subject to payments. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. They're in heaven, and we're in hell right now. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. All right, and we're in a destroyed state here in America as a nation. That's why Yahweh Shai is bringing the resurrection of our nation. Resurrect means to stand up again. All right. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So that's what they're saying. They like, whoa, wonder is these people still in bondage, you know? Um, yeah, why not? I'll go down to 40, maybe to 50. All right. Um, so this is upon us for a sign. That's why it's according to prophecy. that we're the Israelites that the scriptures speak of, man. We're still in bondage and we need to be saved. We can't save ourselves. You waiting for somebody to come and save you, get to work. Yeah, you got to work, take care of your daily bread, but that's not going to save the condition of our nation. That might save your household from debt and bills and poverty, being homeless, working every day. But that's just saving one household or maybe a few households. People become millionaires, but that's not saving our nation. All right. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. Look at that. We're amongst our enemies. We're behind enemy lines. So we're here serving our enemies. Look at that, man. Enemy, meaning personal. A nation, man, of enemies. A foe. It says, to be an adversary means to be Satan or a contender against us. To be an adversary to anyone, to persecute him as an enemy, to hate. Come on, man. Let's get that. Go to Obadiah real quick. You know what I mean? They show nothing but hatred. This is Obadiah 1 and 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman. Teman is the like the nobles and scientists, like Elon Sandusky, sitting in the Oval Office, throwing up the Nazi salutes and shit. That's some Temanites. And his little demonic son, that dude, he a trip, boy. He said, "Yeah, we just want to take over. We're gonna set up." This is Elon Musk's son in the Oval Office the other day, and he said a statement. He on the side. First, he told Trump. He whispered. He said, "Trump, I want to shut your mouth." And then he made a statement was like, "We're we're going to start SpaceX, and then we're gonna in secret we're gonna do whatever we want." I started laughing and shit. I told you, man. You put a suit on the Edomite, man or child, they're gonna want to take over the world when they put that suit on. All right, so they shall be dismayed though. That's what's coming. To the end that every one of the mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter. That day coming. Why? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. All right, so that woman, oh man, let's get that real quick. Yep, there you go. Do, 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 do. Yep. Jeremiah 6 and 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion, all right, to a comely and delicate woman. But how has that woman become a degenerate plant unto Yahweh Shem Shai? How has that woman, that daughter, gotten herself into this predicament? All right. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. They showing us nothing but hatred, you know? So, right. Matter of fact, Obadiah 1 and 16, for as ye have drunken upon my mountain, my holy mountain, Israel, Zion, so shall all the heathen drink continually. That's slavery. So same thing they put us in slavery, they're going into slavery. That's why the scriptures say that uh, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword, that's the blessing that was given to Esau, must be killed with that sword. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. For as ye have drunk, right, upon my holy mountain, meaning oppressed us, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Oppression. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion, that woman that you see in chains shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Just like uh what was it, Ezra's, the angel Uriel was speaking to him, or War Allah, which means light of Yahweh. And Ezra went out into the field and he saw. I'm not gonna get it because it's too long of a story, but he saw a woman representing Israel, and she was broken down and shameful. But then he looked again after preaching to her, increasing her faith, and he looked and she was smiling and shining, glowing, and then she turned into a damn beautiful building, built and ready upon the earth. That's us, man. The Lord's gonna build us back up. All right. Um, let me go here. Back to where I was at. All right. So right here where it says enemy, it'd be ayab. You know, that's why we say mashapat yam or mashapat ayab yam nawa. So we ask the Lord to judge our enemies, judgment upon our enemies. Ayab ayab yam, all right, which would be plural enemies. Ayab, all right, this would be the the a, ya, ba, or ayab. And this line shows you that it's kind of connected. So it'd be ayab. To be an adversary to anyone, to persecute him as an enemy. That's what Esau has always been doing, persecuting his brother Jacob. To hate. The original idea, I believe, to be that of breathing, blowing, puffing. They say, as for his enemies, he puffeth at them. He say, who gonna bring him down? You know, who gonna help him? Shit, that's deep, man. Let me get that, man. All right. This is Psalms 10 and 5. His ways are always grievous, man. So every time Esau enlarges his desires, and their desire was to have us here as slaves, um, then their next desire was to civilize who they call savages, the Native Americans, and they put hell on us, man. They put hell on us, and they still doing it. So his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. So Esau will never be righteous, man. All right, and that's including Trump. As for all of his enemies, he puffeth at them. And we're Esau's top enemy. They've been enemies to us. As, you know, they're contrary to us. They represent the night, and we represent the day, righteousness. So they puffeth at us, meaning what? Your enemy, you be like, he ain't gonna do nothing. Nobody gonna help him. Don't worry about it. Just go and do what you want. An idea often applied to anger and hatred, which went down into the bowels of Esau through their lineages over time, even into a system called racism that they still have in place. All right. So yeah, so now let's go to mm, I got so many scriptures I want to get. I don't want to go there right now. I'll go there. Jeremiah 2 and 9. How long I've been going for? It's already 8. Let's go ahead. Let's go somewhere else. Let's make a detour real quick. Let's go to Hosea 1. Can I run through this chapter? I'll just run through this chapter, Yahweh Ratazah. And then I just end it there. I got a bunch of precepts I want to get. but I'm on a time limit. All right. So this is Hosea. So it's showing. I want to show the condition of how we got into this condition. All right, and the outcome. All right. Hosea 1:1. It says, the word of Yahweh that came unto Hosea, the son of Beeri, in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah. All right. So Hezekiah was around at that time too. Kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. Now, if you right here, you would write um, all the way from like 853 BC, and then you have 753 BC. That's when this happened with Hosea. All right, 753. Okay, so 753 BC, and it's crazy because that's the time of the establishment of the Roman Empire. When we fell, they were lifted up. All right, our foundation was being broken up, and they were planting their foundation through murder, robbing, stealing, and killing. So, like the beginning of the word of Yahweh by Hosea. And Yahweh said unto Hosea, go take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land have committed great whoredom, departing from Yahweh. See that? So we were in whoredoms, meaning idolatry, idol worship. At that time, you had people like Ahab, which was around the 8th century BC, pushing, actually prior to that, but Ahab um, of Israel, the northern tribe, with Jezebel, she was pushing that thunder god shit, which is goes into Zeus. Same stuff, man. All right. And then that trickled down to his descendants, Jeroboam the first, or Jehoram the first, I think it was Jehoram the first, and Ahaziah. All right. So it was they were pushing idolatry on our people. Okay. Even amongst Judah, you had kings that were following after the ways of the northern tribe at that time. They were going off both together. The beginning of the word of Yahweh by Hosea, and Yahweh said to Hosea, go take thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land have committed great whoredom, departing from Yahweh. All right. So he was showing Hosea, like, yo, you're gonna get you a harlot, because I want to show you an example of how disgusting our people are acting. So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim. So we would represent Gomer, all right, Israel, you know, which conceived and bare him a son. And Yahweh said unto him, call his name Jezreel, which means Yah, which means he or mighty. No, he, and Zreel, uh, which means to sow, all right, or seed. Um, that was like a poetic way of saying that northern area of Samaria, where the northern tribe was at. All right. Um, I want to, yeah, it means to sow. It says, call his name Jezreel, for yet, wow, wow, damn, I just thought about something. For yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel upon the house of Jehu. All right. So the Lord was going to avenge um the bloodshed that happened in the land of Jezreel. All right. It was the land of Jezreel. That's where King Ahaziah of Judah was attacked. All right. A lot of people killed there because of what Jehu was doing. The Lord raised up Jehu to take out the bloodline of Ahab, which was the northern kingdoms. All right. Ahab was with Jezebel. All right. All right. Was that, yeah, that was Ahab, right? Yeah, Ahab was with Jezebel. And Ahab's children were under that same idolatry. So the Lord raised up Jehu. He said, yo, I want you to assassinate the whole house and bloodline of Ahab. So I want you to get Jehoram the first, and I want you to get Ahaziah of the northern tribe. But Jehu took it too far, and he assassinated Ahaziah of Judah around 841 BC. All right. So now the Lord was going to avenge that same blood on Jehu and his family. All right. So it was a lot of murder and idolatry going on at that time. And I think King Ahaziah of Judah was about 18 years old. So it's, you know, they were young kings, man. And what caused this, so the reason the Lord was mad with Jehu is because he told Jehu, yo, I want you to slaughter these people. So Jehu was like, I'll do it. I'll do the will of the Father. But then when Jehu became king, um, he went and took out King Ahaziah of Judah. He wasn't supposed to do that. The Lord said the bloodline from Ahab, which was of the northern tribe, but you went and killed a Judite. You tripping? That's what this scripture means. And will cause to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. All right. So that's when Israel was about to fall, and they fell in 722 BC, the northern kingdom. And it shall come to pass at that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. There was a valley called Jezreel. And the Lord broke the strength of the northern kingdom in that area. All right. And she conceived again, this woman, what's her name? Gomer. Here, Gomer, right here. She conceived again and bare a daughter this time. And Yahweh said unto him, call her name Lo Ruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. So that's why we fell. Go ahead, Lo Urama. I think, imagine you name your child La'ah. you know? So it would be La'ah Ra Hama. All right, La'ah Ra Hama, which means Rahama means mercy and La'ah means no. So the Lord said, what? This was a nomen omen, a name prophecy, where he wasn't going to have mercy on Israel anymore, but was going to do away with the house of Israel. All right. Um, so now, verse 7, but I will have mercy on the house of Judah, right? Because his promise he made to King David to keep one ruler upon the throne. And still to this day, Yahweh Shai is on the throne. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah and will save them by Yahweh their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, nor by horses, and nor by horsemen. So it's going to be we're going to be delivered and freed by angels. All right. Now, when she had weaned Lo Ruama, she conceived and bare a son. Then said Yahweh, call his name Lo Amai, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Damn. So now you see the process of the breakdown of our nation, to where we went off and the Lord said, yo, I'm about to break y'all down, and then I'm going to uproot you and dig you out and cast you away. But I'm going to keep the seed, a remnant. I'm going to replant you, or I'll gather you and replant you, in the same place he uprooted us from. So then said Yahweh, call his name Lo Amai, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God, man. So that's what Lo Amai means, not my, or Amai means my people, and La'ah, which means no. So not my people, or not the people, something like that. Let's see what that means real quick. Yeah, Ya. La'ah, I'm Ya. All All right, I'm ya, I'm ya. All right, which means my people. So like I just had it on that shit. Let's go back. Make sure I got my sound. All right, there we go. It said then. So he said, and I will not be your God. And that's why we had no power. That's why we were in bondage. You know, that's why we're here powerless, right? But he said, all of them dwelling without bars, man. So the elect are here having faith on Yahweh Hashem Shai. That's our only safety, man. All right. 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. We're a big army on this earth. Why are we not fighting back? Because we're not together. We were scattered. We came in one way and we were scattered out 7 ways completely, driven out of our land, discontinued from our heritage, lost, divided, envy towards each other, hatred. And then the devil would throw his little poison in there, have each other killing each other. Now they went from the Glocks to extendos, the choppers to the new shit now. What the shit? The shit that shoot rapid fire and shit, shoot somebody's damn leg off. All right, Glick. I can't remember the damn shit, but yeah, that. All right. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. Who can't be counted, but they not sticking together. Look at Jay-Z and look at these entertainers. They not sticking together, man. They get rich and be on this, ha 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 ha, I love you, man. And they really don't. They hate each other. You know. So look at when mass groups of Jake come together, they always wind up fighting each other. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, and all you see is that sand of the sea. They usually taking their black asses all the way up to damn sports or some type of entertainment. That's the only time they gather for a concert, for a game, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, or I might get that picture for this one. All right. So in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Where was that? There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And that's what we're saying to our people today. That ye are the sons of the living power, man. The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and the speckled bird Israelites that look like these other nations, but their bloodline goes back to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So, that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. All right. So yeah, man. You know. Whew. So I'm gonna leave that there, man. I got so many precepts I want to get, but this was the topic real quick, real fast. And let me get up. I gotta get up off of here. Hopefully this was edifying to you. Shout out to the two people that's been on here the whole time, La Kwaka and Lions Den Quadash. What's up, brother? Shalom, shalom. We got a Lions Den Quadash. Anyway, hey, shalom to you. Shalom to all y'all, man. Thanks for your support. And click the like, share, man. Get the word out. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.